Hi, I'm Mark Upton from teamsportcoaching.com, and I just want to talk a little bit about some exciting news we've got in relation to a new coaching ebook that we've just released. It's called Developing a Playing System, and it's a 4-step guide to implement a playing system of any sort, and it's meant to be a generic resource for any team sport. So I'm sure if you're a coach of any team sport, whether it's basketball, soccer, hockey, rugby, Australian football, lacrosse, whatever team sport it is, you've gone through the process of having to implement a system, perhaps an offensive one or a defensive one. I've certainly gone through those stages in the sport I'm involved with in Australian football. And what I've found is that every time we've gone through it, implementing any system of any sort, is that there's some common steps that we follow through. And I began to think, well, perhaps that could be a useful resource or guide for a lot of other coaches out there as well. So what we've done is put together a 35-page resource called Developing a Playing System, the 4-stage coaching blueprint. And it really goes through the process from step one of deciding on what your system is going to be, through to working out what the requirements are of that system from a playing point of view, whether it's what technical skills need to be executed, tactical skills, what are the physical traits or requirements needed by your players, through to then how do you train and teach your system, and then how do you analyse it to work out what's going right and wrong. So that's really what it's about. It's, as I said, meant to be a generic resource for any team sport coach. It's a process that I've gone through a few times. I've put it out there hopefully to help other coaches, but also just to as a starting point that can be built upon, added to and contributed by other coaches. So if it sounds of interest and value to you, we'd love you to download it and have a read, and certainly give us any feedback that you can.